Hmm. Oh, oh, good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you are around the world. Bonjour, e kale, konnichiwa, konnichiwa, good day, welcome on. Alright, mate, wagwan. Did I say that in 7 different languages? Or 8 different languages? You decide. Yes, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Arsenal football talk. And this would have been the day that we would have played Watford today, our last game of the season. And I'm going to go through a couple of things on Arsenal, starting off with a transfer gossip that I'm hearing, that we've been linked with a guy called Neto, the Barcelona goalkeeper, 30 years of age. Now, I don't see why we would want to be linked with a goalkeeper and how well Leno's done. So I think that would be harsh on Leno. I mean, he's done as well as he can. Alright, there's been a couple of games where he's failed to come up for crosses. But don't get me wrong, it's not been a bad season from Leno's part. He's done well. And I wish him all the best for the foreseeable future as Arsenal's number one. I think it's a little bit disrespectful on his part to find out that there's a possibility Arsenal are linked with a goalkeeper when the media have got nothing to do in this COVID-19 situation, where they just write up stories left, right and centre. I mean, that's that's their job. But that is their sad reality, really. And for me, I'm not going to get entertained into that. So, we've heard nothing about Aubameyang signing a new deal, or not signing a new deal. We hear that Saka could be signing a new deal after all, because it was thought that he stalled on a new offer a week or two ago. So that case is very promising, and it's important that we tie him down. He's a top quality young player, and with Martinelli, we need to get his contract sorted out as well. Long-term contracts, definitely. So we await news on these individuals I'm talking about. So without further ado, let me get into my starting 11 that would have played Watford this afternoon, or even about now. So my goalkeeper would have been Leno in goal. He would have started for me. There's no doubt he would not have started. I mean, excuse me. He's been our most consistent. He's been our most consistent performer all season, up until this lockdown has hit us all, or the coronavirus has hit us all, should I say. He has been absolutely fantastic when called upon. The majority of the time he's been producing top quality saves, whether we're winning, losing or drawing matches, but he has been producing the goods in goal, and he has established himself as Arsenal's number one. So yeah, Leno in goal. Right, I'm gonna pick my 4-2-3-1 formation. So Leno starts in goal. My right back would have been Cedric Suarez. Again, he can defend a lot better than Bellerin. Defensively, positional wise, he's consistent in what he does. He defends when he has to, and when he does defend, he's so effective to the defence. And offensively, like I said before, he hasn't got the speed of Bellerin, but he knows where to run in. He knows where to run into. He knows when to, he knows when to run into that space and produce a cross, especially when the ball's on his side where he's got loads of space before the left back closes him down and he can produce a top cross. My centre half pairing would be Mustafi. I go for Mustafi because he's not doing anything wrong. He's putting in good performances. He seems to be more consistent in his game. And he's definitely worthy of a start in the team. So yeah, Mustafi starts for me. And he has done nothing wrong. Pablo Mari, I would have started with him. I mean, it's a shame that we only see him in 2 games, but he's done well. I think he's done all right, in these first 2 games. And the guy can defend. The guy can read the game. He's, like Mustafi, he's dominant in the air. Maybe not the quickest, like Mustafi ain't. But he understands the game. And he reads the game so well. So Mustafi and Mari starts. Left back, Kieran Tierney. Hands down. Number 1 left back for me. And the qualities he brings a defensive, he brings some defensive qualities into our game. He knows where the danger is. He knows when he's going to defend. Offensively, well, he's got that pace to get and put in a delicious cross for a number 9 striker to finish right on their plate. So he starts for me overall. I mean, it's harsh on Saka, but reality is we need a left back who can do a job. And they both do a job, but for me, Kieran Tierney's a born left back and Saka's a born attacking midfield player. So I would have gone for him. I might change the team a little bit. And my 2 in front of the midfield, I would go with Torreira. I think it's a game where Watford will try and be as physical as they can. And they've got big guys there. And I would have gone with Torreira. And I keep saying and. The reason why I would have gone with Torreira is because, yeah, he's tenacious in a tackle. He's not the tallest, so he may not win many balls in the air, but anything on the ground and any danger, he spots it. And if Arteta gets his arm around him and tells him how important he is to his plan and project within the team, then I would hope Torreira buys into it, because Arteta's done well as a manager. His one-to-one management skills will rub off on Arteta and Torreira, and he will be ideal to start in the midfield for me. He is the defensive midfielder that we want, and we paid a lot of money. Well, we paid a lot of money for him, and I wouldn't want to sell him, despite what his agent says, which could be a load of rubbish. And I hope it is a load of rubbish. So, yeah, Torreira starts for me. alongside him, I'm going to go with Ceballos. Ceballos, who's technically talented, wonderfully talented on the ball. And he alone, if he gets on top of his game, can control a midfield and win that for us. You know, that's a key point. There's a key part in the game, and he seems to be more settled. Although it's been rumored that he wants to return to Spain, whether with Real Madrid or elsewhere, we don't know. I mean, these rumours are going to keep coming in, and then you think, are the media getting bored and they just want to write something of anything that goes against Arsenal? It's like they've got an agenda against us, but there you go. We'll never know how Ceballos is feeling, because he hasn't come out and said or indicated how he's actually feeling. But I'll still start him and Torreira as the two in front of the midfield. Who do I go for? It's the front. It's the three. I think I'll stick with Nicolas Pepe. Excuse me, I just had to switch off the BBC Interactive. Yeah, Nicolas Pepe starts for me. He's not fully completed the one season. He's completed 75% of a whole season. And during that tail end of the 75% of the season, he's shown so much glimpses of promises of what a player he can be. And that is the promise that he needs. I mean, people are coming out and slating him and criticising him, but he's not even had a full season. So let's give him a chance. And by giving him a chance, he can become that player that we want to see. And I'll tell you something, you know, he is a promise. So Nicolas Pepe starts for me. In the number 10 role, I'll start with Ozil. Yeah, I've come out here, I've picked my Arsenal teams time and time again, and I don't really like Ozil in that position, but I'm going to start him for the simple fact that he's at home. It's against a team where he's expected to perform against, because he doesn't turn up away from home. And you pay him $350,000 a week to a guy you would have thought world class, killer defense with a pass, got goals in him up to double figures, but yet he never turns up away from home. But this is a home game where you expect him to shine, so Ozil starts at number 10 for me. On the wing, the left-hand side of attack, where I've put Pepe on the right, so I'm going to put Martinelli on the left. For me, he starts every game. As long as he continues to show 7s out of 10 at least, he starts every game for me. I mean, he's got double figures in goals, you know, in almost his first spell in English football. And the guy is terrific on and off the ball. You know, do I need to say any more about Martinelli? No, I don't. So he starts there. Aubameyang will finish this league game and last season as the lone striker. If you want a man to score goals, then he is that guy. He's our leading top goal scorer. But Leno has said this week that he's the best in the league. That's debatable. I mean, who is the best striker in the league? I mean, yeah, who is the best striker in the league in your opinion? If you've got something to say on that, yeah, then drop your comments below. Leave it in the comment section below. Yeah, definitely. Smash the thumbs up, like button more than a down. And do help me by supporting my channel. And I'm going to scream it out loud. Please, please, please subscribe to my channel, DLG Reppin. That's all you have to do. Delta Lima Romeo, or DLG. Delta Lima Garage, or DLG. Yeah, Reppin. Subscribe to my channel and keep it growing and show the love and support. Yeah. So Aubameyang starts for me. My bench, Martinez, who is going to stay on my bench for me for this game. He doesn't do much wrong. He's always ready when called upon in the cup games. So Martinez starts with him. Plus his kicking is completely superb. So Martinez starts with me. David Luiz, because of his defensive versatility, he starts on the bench for me. My next defender will be, I'm going to go with Rob Holding. Yeah, he would have started for me. He would have started on the bench for me. My next player on the bench will be Xhaka. I would have started with him on the bench. He has improved quite a lot under the leadership of Arteta, and that is a tribute to our manager's one-to-one skills with players. And that's a good skill that he's got. My second, well, not my second, my fifth player on the bench would be Joe Willock for me. Energy, the ability to run through midfield, globe past players. The only thing that lets him down is his decision making, but that will come in time as he grows as a player. There is a player in him. Reece Nelson, he's on my bench. You never know if there's injuries in the winger position, so yeah, he would have started on my bench. And Eddie Nketiah, definitely a goal scorer, a clinical goal scorer who lives in the box, and off the ball, his work rate and his hunger to win the ball back is second to none. So he gets my vote of confidence on the bench. And there you are. That's my Arsenal starting 11 and my starting bench of 7 for today's game versus Watford, in what would have been a day where we would have done a lap of appreciation. And that is only to say thank you, although I feel that is baseball for winners. But there you go. I think it's a good gesture of will from the Premier League to allow clubs to have their lap of appreciation every time a club plays their very last home game. So that's moving from the FA there to allow clubs to do that. So guys, what do you think of my latest football video? If you've enjoyed what I've said and what I've spoken about, yeah, drop it in the comments below. Smash the thumbs up like button more than the down, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I've got 30 subscribers out of a possible 1,000, so 970 more subscribers, and then I'm on my way to doing future live streams. However, you need to keep subscribing to my channel, yeah? And other than that, I'll leave it on this note, yeah? I'll cut here. And I hope you enjoy. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday, and keep enjoying every day too. So it's your guy, your host, DLG Reppin. Peace, bless, and love. Let me cut out.